This video will show you how to make cheddar cheese coins, which are great on their own or with a dip. You can, as your recipe says at the top, make this dough ahead of time. You can refrigerate it for up to 3 days and then just slice and bake, or you can freeze it for up to a month and then thaw the frozen dough in the refrigerator, slice it, and bake it. So you're basically making a log of dough here, like your slice and bake cookies. So to start with, I have my mise en place, and then I'm going to take this. I'm going to add my dry ingredients and my cheese to my food processor, and I'm going to process those. After you've processed your dry ingredients and cheese, you will add your butter, and it will look about like this. And then I'm going to add some water, just a very small amount. If you need to add more, add just a tiny bit more. But remember that, especially with that butter in there and that cheese, it's really going to stick together better than you think. So if you need to, you might even dump it out onto your lightly floured counter and then add the water, but it should come together as a ball. This is just like if we're making a pie dough or a biscuit. And then when I dumped it out and I pressed it together, it formed into this log. And at that point, I'm going to wrap it in plastic wrap and I'm going to refrigerate it. And then, since I forgot to take a picture of mine, I had to take a picture from online. So you're going to take this dough. So this is obviously a little less cheesy than what we're using, but this looks just like ours otherwise. You're going to take the dough and then you're just going to cut it across into 1/4 inch thick coins. They're going to go onto a prepared baking sheet, which would be a parchment lined baking sheet, just a little bit apart. They won't spread much, but give them space to bake. And then you're going to bake until they're light golden brown. It's about 25-ish minutes, and I would rotate them halfway through, let them cool, and then you can store them for a few days if you need to, but they don't normally last a few days. So that's about what they look like when they're done. That looks like it is the same recipe. So at the bottom of your recipe, it also gives you ideas for different varieties of this. So you could do like a buffalo blue cheese, an everything cheese, a mustard and caraway cheese, or a pimento. And then of course you could serve pimento cheese on top of them. But there's lots of different options for these, and they are pretty fantastic just on their own too. So that is cheddar cheese coins if you chose to make those for your lab this week.